Okay everybody, I'm going to try a quick demonstration of how to solve these interval problems. Let's say you're given a treble clef and a note on the bottom line, which is E, and you're asked to write a minor third above that E. First thing I would do is take care of the number part of the interval. I'm going to count up 3 lines and spaces from where this note is placed. It's placed on the line, so the line is 1, space is 2, the next line is 3. So I'm going to go ahead and write my note in there on the line just above this E. Okay, the next step is to look up the key signature of the bottom note on the circle of fifths. So here's a circle of fifths, and we can see that E has 4 sharps. The 4 notes that are supposed to be sharp in the key of E are F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. Those 4 notes are supposed to be sharp in the key of E, F, C, G, and D. Okay, look at the note we added. The note we added was a G. That's one of those 4 notes that we said is supposed to be sharp. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pencil in that sharp sign, just for kicks. Okay, it's hard to see on the camera, I know, on the video, but trust me, I wrote in a sharp sign there. Okay, now our interval that we're trying to create is a minor third. So I have to look at this interval chart that I introduced to you in the module. Okay, look at the interval chart. The third is one of these major intervals. What that means is the 2 blue terms here, perfect and major, they're blue, signifying that if the interval that we're dealing with is a diatonic interval. Diatonic's a big fancy word. It just means that the top note of the interval appears the way the circle of fifths says it should appear. Okay, the interval we're looking at has an E on the bottom and a G sharp. I just added that sharp sign, right? The reason I added the sharp sign is because the circle of fifths told me G is supposed to be sharp in this key, in the key of E major. We always deal with the key signature of the bottom note. Okay, so since I added that sharp, that gives us a diatonic interval right now. Right now we have a major third. 1, 4, 5, and 8 are the perfect intervals. 2, 3, 6, and 7 are the major intervals. So the interval we have now is a major third. I need to turn it into a minor third. Remember what the significance of the arrows moving down on this chart? Arrows moving down on this chart indicate that the notes are a half step closer together. So what this chart is telling me, if I want to turn that major interval into a minor interval, I have to adjust the accidentals so that those 2 notes are a half step closer together. Okay, I have a picture of a keyboard here. Here it is. Here's the note E. That's our bottom note. Here's the G sharp right up here, this black key. That's the G sharp that I added. To turn this into a minor interval, these 2 notes have to be a half step closer together. So a half step closer together means I'm going to lower this G sharp down to a G natural. So to create a minor third above E, I'm going to take that sharp sign that I wrote in and erase it. E up to G natural is a minor third, and that's the answer.